Hey guys, Metal here, back with How to Defend. Today we're going to be talking about Favela. This was requested for me to do, and I thought that this would be a useful one for most of you guys. A lot of people seem to have problems defending this map. This is a attacker-sided map, I will say, and in addition to reinforcing the right walls and taking good positions, just simply playing aggressively on this map, going for a lot of spawn peeks, will do you a lot of good. I know a lot of people don't like spawn peeking, but, well, those people are just kind of whining about something that's going to be in the game anyway. So you obviously reinforce those two walls. So that's 4 reinforcements. And this whole wall. So that's your 10 reinforcements, probably. Or damn close to it. Right? Yeah. That's 3. And then... well, that's 2, so that's 5 and then 9. So you have one more reinforcement, which I would probably use here or possibly here. Or you could use it over here. Those are your options. Either way, this one might be better because it's pretty easy for an attacker to come in here and breach that, although Thermite could do it just as easily. And then obviously you don't want people shooting at you from the east side rooftops, so either way, it's pretty debatable. Once you have that set up, you're going to want one person inside of A, one person inside of B. The person inside of B needs to watch this window and make sure that it doesn't get thermite charged. Person inside of A needs to watch that doorway and make sure that doesn't get thermite charged. Pretty simple stuff. You probably want a person out here in the kitchen or by the couch. A lot of people castle this doorway, a lot of teams do. And it can be useful in just kind of locking out the pink side of the building. As long as they don't have a breaching operator over here, they won't really be able to do much about that, obviously. As far as your lurkers or roamers go, they should really be trying to push spawns inside of a regular ranked or casual match. And if it's not a regular match, if it's like a competitive match, I would just say they need to go wherever they're most comfortable getting kills. So overall, that's going to be my recommendation for this site. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so the pink building is probably the next best spot on the map besides the green one. So what you're going to want to do is you need to reinforce basically this whole wall along B, especially the right side here so someone can't just watch the stairs from outside. Now this is going to be a lot of reinforcements. I want to say that's 1, 2, 3, and that's 4. So that's 4 along that wall. That's another 2. So that's 6. You'll probably want to reinforce that for 8. And then up here at A, there's not any exterior facing walls, or not as many. Those go into the green room. You might want to get those 2, or you might want to get those 2. It's really just going to be up to you. Either way, you're going to have an unreinforced wall to worry about. Now, as far as this site goes, you don't want people up by A, and you're going to want some people down by B. It's pretty much that simple. There's not really any position that's going to be more better than the others for inside of these objectives. Just pick where you're comfortable. And then again, for lurkers, just be where you're comfortable. Those are the walls you need to reinforce, and then at a lot of these sites, it's just going to come down to get your kills. Because again, this map is very attacker-sided. The fact that all of the outside walls, or mostly all of the outside walls, are breachable means it's very hard to hold down for the defenders. So just reinforce the right walls and make sure you get your kills. You should win as defenders. It's really hard to give you more specific advice than that for this particular map. Alright, anyway, so guys, let's get on to the next site. Alright guys, now we're going to cover the biker area, or the blue room, which is basically the last viable site on the map. I'd say you need to get that, which is 3 reinforcements, and you'll obviously need to get that, which is 2. So that's 5. Now, as far as the rest of them go, you only have so many reinforcements, so obviously we won't be able to reinforce everything, so there's going to be some argument as to what is more viable. I would definitely say you need to get these drop downs, though. That's going to be 7. Now, you could reinforce that wall, or you could reinforce some of the walls in there. I would say that wall is going to be more helpful because even if you reinforce some of the walls in here, they're just going to be able to break out this door. This way, if they walk into the armory, they won't be able to wall bang you. And they'll still have to worry about this door being a choke point, and you might be able to castle barricade this or just regularly barricade it and slow them down a bit. This is one of the few maps where castle can be a very good choice because there are so many doorways. You castle barricade that and that. You still have a way for your roamers to go out from this side and have a very effective choke point. Okay guys, that's going to be my recommendations for this site. Now we're going to be moving on to the last site, which I'm not going to actually switch the bomb positions to. It's very simple. And this is what I would call a not viable site. So I said that was the last viable one. This is going to be Meth Lab Packing Room. And this place is fucking horrible. And the reason why it's fucking horrible is because you got a window there, you got a door there, and a window there. This is all on one site. Okay? Now, once the diffuser is planted here, you as a defender only have one option of coming up, and that's these stairs. Unless you're going to run outside the map and give the attackers wall hacks on you to come for pink, you're going to have a real bad time taking this site. Even if you take it for pink and give them free wall hacks, obviously you're giving them free wall hacks, so that might not even help you. Now, as far as I can recommend things on this site, my first recommendation would be to not pick this site or to pray that you won't get assigned to this site in casual. But your first thing to do should be to prioritize these east walls, which I believe that's 4 reinforcements up here. Honestly, I wouldn't even worry about reinforcing this room because the likelihood they're going to bother to plant this room is so tiny. But prioritize getting the east walls up here. Now, you want to get the east walls because that's where the rooftops are. The attackers are going to position themselves on that roof. They're going to thermite this wall, and they're going to swing in. Once they do that, they're going to plant on this side, then they're going to go hang out on that roof. So, I would say you might want to even bring mute if you get this site, but there's no way you're going to be able to know if you get this site because you're not going to take it in ranked, and it's going to be in casual. If you get it, it's going to be random. Anyway, mute could help you here because it's going to be hard for take out the jammers from outside because you can't really land a Thatcher EMP unless you go maybe up on top. Well, there you go. Just figured out the counter to that. So, again, you're kind of screwed if you're here. You really just don't want to get this site. You're going to plant here, and you're going to have no option to retake. I hope you guys find these tips useful. Please leave a like if you did. If you want to see more of my tips, commentaries, gameplay, or anything else from me in the future, please subscribe. If you want to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, descriptions, the links are in the descriptions below. If you want to game or chat with myself and other fans, the official Discord is in the description. That would be the best way to do that. And if you really enjoy my content, I would appreciate your support on Patreon. It really helps me commit to doing this full time. Have a great one, everyone.